everyone, Mo here, and in this video I wanted to talk about more or less those techniques that we use when we are doing Autobid scaling. So besides all the lookalike audiences, the geo and the placement scaling, sometimes you have ad sets that are just working and you want to scale that particular ad set. So let's say you're starting your ad set at $30, $20, and it's working, and basically you want to scale that particular ad set, which make total sense. So what you can do is you can duplicate that ad set, and when you duplicate, you can have, or you can do it both ways. Basically you can duplicate it at the same budget, or you can duplicate it and increase the budget. So let's say you have a $30 ad set, you duplicate it and you duplicate it at $30, or you duplicate it and you set the budget at, let's say, $100. So usually when I duplicate $30 ad set, I will put it like at 75, but you can go up to 100. That's not a problem. So that's how basically we duplicate the ad set. There is another technique that we use, is we duplicate like 3-4 times, and then within the first like $5 ad spend, you will know which ad set will be the winner. So you take the same ad set and you duplicate it 3-4 times, and out of these 3 or 4 new copies, you will see one ad set that will outperform all the other copies. So that's another way to do it. The next technique that we use is we increase the budget on a particular working ad set. So usually what we do is we increase by 20-30% every 3-4 days. So basically we increase like twice a week, at the beginning, the middle, and the middle of the week, then the next week, the beginning, the middle. So usually every 3-4 days we push like 20-30% increase of the budget. Now the thing with this is you will reach a point where the ad set will stop performing. So let's say your ad set is at $30, you push to 50, it's working, you push to 75, it's working, you push to 100, it stops working. So what you do at that point is you go 2 steps back. So it was working at 75, right? It stopped working at 100. So you go back to 50 instead of 75. So you push back to 50. It's supposed to go back like to the normal metrics. You have your KPIs on point and all that, and then you let it run for like 3-4 days, and then you push it to 75, and then you leave it there. So basically, once it breaks, when it stops performing, you jump back twice, and then you go back once, if that makes sense. So from 25, 50, 75, 100, it breaks, you jump back to 50, then you go forward to 75, and you leave it there. Audience scaling, it's another way of scaling, obviously, especially if you're doing targeting. So you have different targets, you have different type of targetings, like magazines, books, authors, events, websites, blogs, forums, celebrities, and so on and so forth. So you want to try different targeting, you want to try different buckets of keywords, if you want to call them, and see what's working for you in your particular case. Also, obviously, we talked about lookalike audiences, so you want to scale with lookalike audiences as well. One more thing I think I forgot to mention with lookalike audience is you can layer them down with either behavior or targeting. Honestly, I use more behaviors than targeting with lookalike audiences. Some of the good behaviors we use, especially for e-commerce, are like engaged shoppers, active credit card users, frequent travelers. So go for people who have actually money. So behaviors, I call them money spending behaviors. So frequent traveler, if I'm selling like a dog product, what does it have to do? All what I want to target, because frequent traveler, because I know someone who travels frequently does have money and does have an active credit card. That's all what I need to know. And basically, because I'm layering it down on the lookalike audience, so my lookalike audience is targeted to a certain extent because it's basically created based on a custom audience that is targeted. So all what I'm doing is I'm layering it down with the behavior of people who have money. Doesn't matter what the behavior is, as long as it indicates that they have money, I will target that behavior. So frequent traveler, even though I'm selling a dog product, it does work. So keep that in mind when you're doing your lookalike audiences. Objective scaling, Not a lot of people are doing this, but it's super profitable. So usually for e-commerce, again, we do website conversion, but once something is working on website conversion, like we try to push everything at it. So we will do traffic, we'll do engagement, and we will do different pixel events. But to be honest with you, the pixel events like the website conversion ads, nothing beats purchase. So once we have our purchase event dialed in, we just stick to purchase. But then we will push traffic or clicks to website, if you want to call it MPP, the post engagement campaigns to the same demographic, to the same target, whatever it's targeting or lookalike audiences or whatever it is. We just push different objectives to that same demographic or that same bucket of audience that you are targeting. Lead gen campaigns also are super good if you know how to use them for e-commerce, especially. Like you can use quizzes in the front, you can use sign up to get some type of deal. You can use them for like well, more or less for a deal, to be honest with you, for e-commerce. Like well, we use them for sign up to get free shipping. So if you leave your email, you will be getting free shipping or a coupon code, or you will get a BOGO deal like buy one get one free or 2 for 1. Or you can just use them for quizzes. Quizzes do really well front end, so try to use that. And that's pretty much it. So those are other ways that we scale for our e-commerce stores with Autobid Scaling. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.